my grandpa, Zane Parker, was a big time wrestling coach here. He led Evergreen to their state title in '98, and just ever since I've been little, he's always been wrestling, and that's how I got into it. I've been working tournaments since I was able to, really, since I was about 4 years old. I've been working table help and stuff like that. So I had to be told this because if I'm being honest, I don't really remember it at all. But I was having a pretty decent tournament coming in, and I was expected to place, and that didn't end up happening. So I lost in my quarters match, and it was a tough match. And then after that, I wrestled a kid from Moses Lake, and I did this thing called a head block where I block him coming in with my head, and it just hit me wrong. I collapsed on the floor. I ended up finishing the match, but afterwards I had to be carried out by our trainer and one of my coaches, and it was just really scary because afterwards I could barely function properly. I had a really bad speech impediment. I was having stuttering and slurred speech, and slightest noises and lights really affected me. I was out of school for about 2 months completely, and then the rest of the time of that school year I just came back on half days. I was really worried because I'd had concussions before, but this one was really bad, and I kind of had to learn how to do everything different because it just wasn't the same. My just everyday life things were completely different and didn't feel the same, and it really scared me for a while. Biggest part is I've tried to help coach, because I love our guys still, and trying to help them do whatever they need to do to help reach their goals, and they're working on that now, and it feels pretty good because we're doing good as a team, and kind of like to think that I've been a help with that. Really just telling them to push through. Like your will is way more than you think it is. One of our coaches says something here where your body or your mind gives out at 20%, and then your body has 80% left to go. And going through certain injuries and stuff, I've kind of really learned to appreciate that, and I try to pass that on. So like when people are having a hard time in the room, that if you keep pushing through it, then it'll get better. I've been emotional, knowing that I could have been out there and doing as good as everybody on our team is doing, because we're having a really amazing season. And the hardest part is not being able to actually be a part of it, wrestling out on that mat. But it really helps me out knowing that the guys are doing good.